which don't have at least one rewards card holder. The two biggest schemes are huge. Flybuys with 2.3 million card holders. The Supermarket One card with just over 1 million members.
Question is, are they really worth it? Are you really getting bang for your buck? Well, we've been looking at the two big players and comparing them with something on a slightly smaller scale.
I'm going to order a chocolate.
I'm going to order a flat white.
It's got to be a long black.
We're very happy with our coffee cart here at TVNZ. Not only does Alina here make fabulous coffee and get all our special orders right, but we also get this, a loyalty card. For every 9 coffees we buy, we get 1 coffee free. And that makes us very happy and very loyal.
I think it's a good deal. Anything free is a bonus.
But we've found that with some of the bigger reward schemes, the dollar-for-dollar value is minimal, laughable even, and we're pretty sure that a lot of you who use these schemes will have no idea how much cash you're going to have to part with to get your rewards.
I would say most consumers do care, but they aren't savvy enough to want to do the maths.
It is really low, and even if you can quadruple your points or, it's still pretty low value stuff.
Let's check out our biggest rewards program, Flybuys. To get $1 back, you'd have to spend 10, 20, 30, 40, still nothing, 50, 60, 70, nope, 80, 90, nada. So let's stop at 100. Spend 100, what you get back is about 90 cents. That's the basic Flybuys reward.
I'll be very disappointed in that.
Next, One card. With this, you get direct discounts on items on the supermarket shelves, plus the reward scheme gives you points every time you shop and cash vouchers back. With this reward scheme, you'll need to spend 10, 20, 30, 50, still going, 80, 90. At $100 spent, you're still only going to get back 75 cents.
Well, that's a hell of a lot of money to get less than $1 back.
Bit of a shock?
Yeah, it's a shock, actually.
The way to make these cards work is don't use them for impulse buys and always ask, can I get a better discount from another retailer for the same item?
What I worry about with these loyalty cards is that they are traps and people do try and get their points up when really they could get things cheaper just by bargaining, and that the loyalty points aren't really worth that much to them in the end.
So while these loyalty cards might only be worth small change to us, the consumers, to the retailers, they're worth gold.
These are my coffee cards.
Tom Agee's a marketing expert and a reward scheme fan, including Flybuys. I'm impressed. That's even more than I've got.
Take a supermarket, for instance. If the average family spends maybe $200 a week at a supermarket, 50 weeks out of the year, that's $10,000. Over 5 years, it's $50,000. So they become not just a $200 customer, but potentially a $50,000 customer. So if we can hold on to that customer, if we can have a one card or whatever, then we can take advantage of that customer over a long period of time and hold on to that customer.
The research shows consumers will swap brands because of reward schemes.
Shell in the 90s, in 1995, had a market share of about 23.5%. They were number 3 in the market. Mobil was number 2. BP was number 1. If we follow this line, this is Shell. This is when Flybuys was launched. There's the line. And within about 5 years, and I think Flybuys had a huge amount to do with it, Shell became number 1, so it works.
Flybuys has over 2 million members, about 70% of Kiwi households. One card has over 1 million card holders, and every time you swipe your card, you're passing on valuable information about how you spend your money.
So they find out about your tastes, your buying habits, how much you buy of anything. So they can actually start targeting in their shops the sorts of products that you're going to be buying. So really those loyalty schemes are of huge use to the owners of the schemes, and they tend to be big supermarkets, the AA, and other big retailers like that.
And if you are a rewards customer, it seems obvious, but don't waste the rewards. You bought them.
There's been some research in Australia, and New Zealanders are very similar in their habits in terms of loyalty cards, and it's about 1/3 of people don't redeem any points, so it's very high.
Now, of course, lots of you will be very happy with your reward scheme. It doesn't cost anything, so anything extra is a bonus. Now, it's an issue that got you talking on our Facebook page before the show. We thought 2 posters summed up the issue perfectly.
Phil said an average flyby point costs $20. In the latest Flybuys catalogue, a memory card is for sale for 160 Flybuys points. So, Phil's saying that you're paying $3,200 for it. This for an item that costs just $49.99 in real money. Just a slight difference, he says. But as Amanda Ward posted back to Phil, for someone like me who's shopping at New World every week anyway and not buying anything special, the points purchase every 6 to 12 months is a bonus.
I guess what we're saying here is if you're getting around $1 or less for every $100 spent, that's the same as a 1% discount. So if you were buying the item anyway and you can't get it cheaper somewhere else, then buying from a rewards card retailer makes sense.
One card couldn't do an on-camera interview, but they tell us the value of their rewards can be bumped up by using bonus point promotions like the one-card wine back and their online specials.
We asked them why only about half of their million-plus cardholders actually get rewards every year. Well, you need to rack up 200 points. That's a $2,000 spend to get a $15 voucher. If you come in under the 200 points, any points older than 6 months will expire. You can maximise your points by linking all the one cards within one household, but make sure they've got the right address for you. If they don't, your vouchers will be being posted to someone else.
The CEO of Loyalty New Zealand, the company that runs Flybuys, very busy man, did find time for a quick phone chat with Hannah.
The important thing to remember about the value is that with Flybuys, it's about going out and doing the shopping that you're normally doing. There's no fee to join Flybuys. We've got the 43 retailers in the program. So it's really about going out and saying, hey, look, when you're spending your money, make sure you're choosing the Flybuys retailer. And if you're doing that, you're going to earn the points. And that's the key thing, I think, is the achievability of the points.
So overall, you're saying the customer feedback doesn't seem to be that these are a bit stingy on the dollar-for-dollar value, Lance.
No, and I think the fact that we've got 2.3 million cardholders out there shopping, the fact that we gave away 800,000 rewards last year, the fact that there's 300,000 Flybuys transactions every day says that, people are pretty savvy and they're out there trying to maximise their points.
Yeah, it's important here, I suppose, that people keep that in mind, that dollar-for-dollar value, because I guess they've got the choice, haven't they, between a Flybuys retailer and Flybuys points and someone who might be offering the same goods at, say, 10, 15, 20% discount or on sale.
We find now that price has become less of a differentiator. Prices at one retailer are very similar to another. So if you're looking at buying a TV here or a TV there, why not make sure the TV is the one that's getting the Flybuys points?
Okay, so will someone actually spend their money in a Flybuys store in preference to another retailer, even if that retailer has a sale on or a discount? Is that what you found?
Well, I think that consumers are pretty savvy, they're pretty smart, and we recognise that, and we support that. We say that Kiwis are smart shoppers. So they're going to obviously look out and say, where is the best price, where's the best location, where's the best service. But a lot of these things can be matched very easily. So when those things become very equal, they're going to say, well, you know what, I may as well go to the Flybuys retailer because it's helping me save towards that reward.
And in case you were wondering what about the rewards you can earn with some credit cards, lots of talk of getting free flights with these. Sorry, bad news again. If you think this is a quick and easy way to rack up air points.
You have to spend a lot of money to actually get anywhere. We looked at doing a flight to Sydney for $500, and we found that if you spent $25,000 over 2 years on your credit card, you still wouldn't have enough to actually get that flight. In fact, the best we could do was 37% of the fare.
So the best cards still only gave, say, 37, 31 and 20% of the flight. Some cards, those with high annual fees, attracted a negative value. Guess you'd be flying backwards.
In fact, the loyalty points that you get or cash rewards or any of those things aren't really of a huge benefit to you. What you should really be looking out for is the fees that the cards charge and actually paying your card off every month.
So here's our advice. You do have to spend big and regularly to get rewards with any of the schemes we've looked at. Remember, the reward schemes are very low value. Could you get the item cheaper from another retailer, perhaps? Check out our website for more tips on ways to maximise your points with these reward schemes.